Alright, it's Jen and Beans here again with GirlyDoHairstyles.com. We're going to show you kind of the basic finger wave pin curl. And this is a really hard style to do actually. It takes a lot of practice to be able to pull this one off. Most of the time you kind of need a hair that kind of has its own little waves to it, and Beans does not have any wave to it whatsoever, so the waves aren't going to be quite as dramatic as they would be if she had a little bit more natural curl to her hair. Now to get it so that it does kind of hold a little bit of wave, because you can see that we've got it to where it's going to hold a little bit of the wave, what you do is you use a setting lotion. And this is the kind that we're using today, and this is a concentrate, so we have it mixed up to where we can use it. And we started out with dry hair, and we've made it wet with the setting lotion, and that's kind of the idea. You can do this probably without the setting lotion if you were to use like a mousse or a gel or something like that, but we are using the setting lotion because that's going to help us get the waves, and you're going to have better results with a setting lotion. Now normally we part her hair on the right hand side. Today we're parting it off on the left because that works a little bit easier for me to do the finger waves. Now when you're doing this first part, you're going to have to look in the mirror, and you have to go off of that first pupil, and you're going to go about there, and your first wave is going to go across the head to the next pupil, and you need to make sure to do that because then your top section will be done and all the other waves will fall into line. So what you're going to do, and you're going to find that you use both ends of your 7-inch comb, the more fine section and the wider part section, in finger waves. So you're going to comb it all back because your first wave is going in this direction, this C-stroke direction. So you pull it back, and you're going to fold it. You're going to start pulling it forward. I'm going to have you turn this way. And you're holding that top part down. See how you're starting to get the wave there? You're going to find that you use the back of the comb as well. See how I use the back of the comb right there to get out some of those lumps? Lay it down and use the back of that comb as needed. Now the top part of the head is called the apex, and we're going about back to the apex. We're not going all the way back because we're going to combine that in. This is the apex, and that's about where you're going to. Now you want that nice and smooth before you start your next section. Okay? Okay, so let's show them that first wave. So you've got your first wave. And I got a little bit right here that just needs to be smoothed out. And as you're working, you need to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. So if you need to go back over it, now's the time to do it. If you need to apply a little bit more setting lotion, especially in these fronts, that's what you need to do. Okay, we're going to turn your head just like this. Now for the next wave, again, you want it aiming in that direction. When you've combed it before, it should be in that direction. If you need to over direct a little bit, you're going to. Now to do this one, you're going to use these two fingers, and you're going to do a little pinch action. You're going to pull this up, you're going to give it a pinch, pull it back. And what that is going to do is it's going to give your wave its lift. You've got your waves lift. So pull it back, lift, and smooth. Now you got to be careful not to comb over those first ones. Give it a pinch and smooth. Use the back of the comb to get out any of those lumps while you've got it held tight up top. So there you go. You've got a nice little finger wave action going on. Now you would travel this all the way to this side, but we're not going to do that for a minute just so that we can continue showing you on the camera. But you're going to travel it around here. You're not going to get a lot of lift on your wave right here because you're running into that first wave, and that should be the only place that you don't have any lift. Okay, so then for the next one, you'd have this wave going around, and you'd actually start from this side and work around until you get over here, but we're not going to be able to do that. So here's the bottom of the wave, and you're going to comb it back the other direction. So grab the bottom, you're turning your head. There we go. So grab the bottom. I'm going to start from the front actually, so grab at the bottom of the wave and comb it the opposite direction that you want it to go. Grab at the bottom of the wave. And like I said, finger waves are very challenging, but they're very pretty. They're coming back in style. You're going to see a lot of weddings with finger waves, okay? Okay, I'm going to have you just like that. You just keep forming it. You just keep pinching. And I'm losing a little bit of my wave, but that's okay. Because about here, once you have this all the way around the head, it's just a matter of working with it and holding down your previous waves as you're working with it. So then this last wave goes that direction. So your pin curl, you're going to separate out some of the hair, and you're going to work your pin curl. You're going to twirl the hair around, and this is where you need some alligator clips. And you're just going to pin that down. Just a little. And you're going to get those pinned, and you're going to let this hairstyle dry and then just softly brush through it, and you'll have a nice little 20 or 30s finger wave do. Let me do a couple more pin curls for you so you can see kind of how that looks. And you want to keep these about the same size. You can sit under a dryer or go blow dry this a little bit. Can you put your head up please again? Thank you. See, she has no curl to her hair whatsoever, so it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. There we go, and then you'd let those dry like I said. Okay, go ahead and turn and look so that we can see kind of how those finger waves are looking. There we go. Pretty cute. Okay, so we've let it dry. It's taken some time. It's actually a tiny bit damp, so, but that's okay. You want it to dry completely. So we have the cute little pin curls, and we have the little finger waves. And now you don't want to take a lot of this out, but you kind of want to break it up a little bit. And just kind of loosen it up a little bit because it's a loose look. So then just keep it formed how you want it. And we didn't really do too much back in the back here, but we're going to kind of brush through it. We've got this side. Alright, go ahead and look at the camera. Curl them up a little bit. Like I said, she has no waves whatsoever, so there we go. What do you think?
It's good.
You want to do it for school, huh? Pretty fun.